everybody, it's Mama Shar here. Welcome back to a brand new video on this channel. And in today's video, we're going to talk about a little more of a personal, personal messages for you guys and all that stuff. First of all, I want to let you guys, I want to know how you guys are doing in your quarantine zones, or if you guys are staying home and stuff like that. For me personally, I'm not staying at home because I have work and I need to make some money. So I work, and sometimes I go out and just get some takeout food. But of course, I do take the best precautions. I usually just go to the drive-through, whatever, and stuff like that. In fact, you really can't go out in public and do things to get yourself in a bad position anyways, because of the fact that everywhere you go, it's like closed. So and if it's anything, there's all the places are like segregated, so you can't really like do much stuff. So yeah, I was literally looking for a webcam the other day, and everyone was sold out in the entire city of Albuquerque. Everybody was sold out. I couldn't believe it. I was like, webcams, people need to make money somehow, you know what I mean? So I respect the hustle, I respect the grind. That's how I am, honey. So yeah, it's been crazy for me. I'm like I said, I'm still working, so I gotta make some money. So to all you haters that think I don't work, I should probably take that off. I'll blur up my fingers or something, and you know the whole family friendly thing. We're still family friendly, right? Yeah? Okay. So basically, I am making this video for you guys because I want to talk to you guys a bit about my personal situation and how I believe that passing is something that really does change everything, the whole ball game of being trans and stuff like that. It's like a double-edged sword in a way, because it's great and then it's not great in a way. One of the hardest things about being a passable trans woman, and I'm not saying I am completely passable because I'm not, is that people will see you as a female, but then you have to give everybody like the whole breakdown that you're trans. And it's always like, you might find a lot more people that want you, but then you'll get heartbroken a lot more. Whereas sometimes when you're not passable, you don't have to worry about telling them you're trans. You know what I mean? Because most likely some of the times they'll be questioning, or they already know. For instance, for me, I'm somewhat passing and somewhat not passing. I think at least 30% of the people figured that I'm not, that I'm trans, whatever. And, maybe 25% of people are or 20% of people are probably like, yeah, that's a dude. So it's like, I'm not like completely passable. But I want to talk to you guys about the importance of passing. And I know a lot of people, it's a very taboo thing to say in the trans community. It's like, some people are like, our goal is not to pass. But that's the truth. But that's not the truth. Because when you first transition, your goal is to pass. And I think to a lot of trans women, that have made it past that passing factor, they like to say, oh, you don't need to pass. But they're passing. There are some people that are really not passable that say, don't need it, because they've gotten over the fact that they still they need to pass, and they feel like they're their own person. So that's a big thing, you know what I mean? That's like, and I guess you can say that's another way of looking at it. But the problem is like, for instance, like me, if you want to blend and come in the society, it's a lot harder. Sometimes I get people that question, like yesterday, for instance, this guy said, oh, you're very beautiful, you're a beautiful woman. And I'm like, thank you. And the guy next to him says something, and he's like, oh, beautiful boy. I'm like, I said, thank you, but I'm not a boy. And he's like, see, she's not a boy. And then the guy is like, I didn't see that, blah, blah, blah. And they start having an argument over it, and I'm like, I'm just looking at them. And then the older guy's like, yeah, you're right. You're not a boy. You don't have no arms up or anything. And I'm like, oh my God. And sometimes, think about it like this, like, oh, why can't I just say I'm transgender? It's not that hard to say. It's very hard because I just don't want people to, I just want to be treated normally, like as normal society. And I guess it's just my problem. And passing would have changed that. Passing gets you out of a lot of tough situations and out of a lot of hate as well. And I think that passing, in a way, is a really good thing. That's why, in my opinion, if you have a kid that's transitioning at a younger age, and they are completely 100% well, they went through all of their penile stuff, I don't think it's a bad thing for the kids to transition, because if you transition at a younger age, you get to avoid a lot of the things that puberty does. And I've seen a lot of successful transitions with the younger folk on internet, especially YouTube. Like, I've seen some really good passable trans women that never really had to worry about anything because of the fact that they never had to go through puberty. People like me, I have to fight against puberty. Like, I have to fight against my voice. I have to fight against a lot of things, and that's just my deal. And that's why, in my opinion, I wish I would have transitioned a long time ago. It's not too late either. It's not very, very late in my life. It's very early as well. I started my transition at the age of 21 years old, so it's not like I'm like, oh my god, I'm like 40 years old transitioning. But what I'm trying to say is, you know, passing is a very big thing. You know, a lot of people in today's world are affected by what others think, and that's something that's not a bad thing. It's just the way we are as humans. If someone says something about us in a bad way, it's gonna affect us. If they say something about us in a good way, it's gonna affect us. We like compliments. We hate being hated. We hate being looked at in a way, and that's weird. It gives us depression. It gives us anxiety. And when you're transgender and you're stick out like a sore thumb, it's anxiety inducing. It really is. And when people are questioning your gender it's not a fun thing either, because you look at yourself as the way you are. And for instance, if let's say you're a cis woman or you're a cis man, for all the cis people in this, how would you feel if you got to question your gender too? Well, probably not as bad. You know why? Because you guys know who you are and you guys could speak up for that, and it's, you know, you have evidence. Whereas people like the trans people, they have to sit there and fight for who they are because, you know, people have opinions. So being passable, I mean, that has nothing to do with passing. It has something to do with everything with transitioning. But when you're passing, you really don't have to deal with that. For me right now, my voice is one of the biggest indicators that I'm trans. And probably a little bit my face features. Other than that, I mean, I don't think I look like a male as much. I mean, maybe my hands, maybe my feet, whatever. Other than that, those are like two different things. I mean, you guys can point out more if you guys want to point out more. It's fine. I'd rather get pointed out more than to be lied to, because I would like to know what I need to fix. And unfortunately, it does induce me to have to resort to thinking about surgeries and thinking about, oh, what can I change to make this seem more presentable. And as a trans woman, personally, I stand and I say I am seeking to pass. That is my goal in transitioning, so I don't have to worry about going through this whole little process of, yeah, I'm a woman, stop calling me sir. No, I'm a woman. I know you're curious, but I'm a woman. I don't want to deal with that. That's not in my agenda. That's not what I wanted to deal with. I want to deal with, thank you. One thing I noticed at my job is I get called ma'am quite a bit, but I don't get called ma'am all the time. Like, I'll hear a bunch of ma'ams on the other side with my coworkers that are females, but then I'll get them yes and hi. Not the hi ma'am and not the yes ma'am. And I'll get them, don't get me wrong, I barely ever get called sir, but the thing is, a lot of people question. For me, it's a questioning factor. People don't know, am I a female or a male? And that's the thing. That's what's different about me. I'm not like walking around like, oh, that's a dude. People are like, is that a boy or a girl? My factor is questioning. Other people's factors might be, that's a boy, that's a guy. And other people's factors might be, that's a female. Or there's nothing questionable about it. You know what I mean? I think the more that I transition, the more I will eventually reach my goal. But what I'm trying to say is right now, it's definitely very hard to go through it. But to anybody that tells you that you don't have to pass, you know, that's the truth. You don't have to pass. But if you're going to be someone like me that like takes society's opinions and views very seriously, and it does cause you a lot of anxiety, passing might be the best thing you could possibly want for yourself, because it will drive you to move forward in your transition. Because if you don't drive yourself and you want to get there over there, you're never going to reach your goal, honey. And I think transitioning is the best way to say you have a goal in your life now to, you know, transition to whatever gender you're transitioning to. So, in my opinion, passing is a very important thing. It is a very important thing. It's not needed. It's not exactly, a must. But if you do want to be like, and if you're in my position and you want to do that stuff, it is a necessity. It is a great thing to have. Anyways, guys, unless you guys off like that, I just want to talk to you guys a bit about passing privileges and stuff like that. I've been noticing a lot of different things happen to me in public, especially with people questioning. People don't really know exactly what I am, who I am, and it sucks, but I guess I gotta deal with it right now. The good thing is I'm not even halfway through my transition. I have surgeries to go to, so I guess, I have to deal with it for now, so I'll let you guys know what's going on more. Thank you guys I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching my channel and subscribing. If you guys have not subscribed, subscribe. If you guys please destroy the notification bell so you guys could be notified every time I go live or upload on YouTube. Yeah, sorry for my background, it's not that great or anything. I'm Mama Shar, and you guys are my Shar Tears, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.